Hi folks, this is today's painting, little winter scene for you. So all I used for this one was, get the right way around, ultramarine, raw sienna and burnt umber, just the three colours. I'm going to kick this one off with a little bit of water, not too much. And then I'm just going to stick with the three colours for this one, raw sienna, burnt umber and ultramarine. So I'm going to start off with the sky, bit of burnt umber, ultramarine, sort of grey, bluey grey type of colour. And I'm just going to sort of brush that in, something like that. Just let some of it come down the paper. That's no problem. And then mix these colours together. Raw sienna, ultramarine, burnt umber, and we've got quite a high horizon line up there, a bit stronger than that just so it stands out. Something like so. And what I'm going to do is get out a quick dry. Now it needs to go on a little bit stronger, so I'm going to mix them together again. This will probably take a couple of washes to get this to the sort of darkness I'm after. That's coming down there, something like that. I'll come back to that in a minute because I want that to be more distinguished from that background. And then on this side, just flicking up these trees, giving them with the fingernail as well. These are trunks. Just take that up to there. A lot of these will be painted over, so I just want to be able to see the odd one, even now I've possibly overdone it already. Let's just paint over some of that. Now that's dried a little bit on the left hand side, so I want that a little bit stronger now. Let's pop that in there like so. Switch to the rigger brush, a bit of brown and blue, and I'm just going to stick a few trunks in, a few tree trunks here and there. Just popping over the edges. Right then. Now I want to contrast against those dark tree lines. So I'm just going to clean the brush and just go in with a little bit of raw sienna, lighter colour. Bring that down. There's a path that swings around there, so just take that up to the edge of the path. I'm leaving plenty of white to suggest all the bits of snow here and there. Same on this side as well. A few little dibs and dabs and things. just a touch of that burnt umber. I'm just gonna, that was actually a bit more than I was expecting. Just a bit of ultramarine, little darks. Let's clean. I want to go back to a lighter colour again, so I'm just going to clean the brush. A bit lighter. Just always leaving plenty of white for the snow. Let's just mark that round there. Right, let's just pull this tight from where it's stretched a little bit. Re-clip it there on the right hand side. What I might do now is put the path in, just so I know where I'm working up to. So if I just take a bit of, I'm going to use a bit of ultramarine, just a little, just up there, just a watery mix. Too strong, just get your finger on and just pull it through, something like that. Just pull it through there. Don't be afraid to get your fingers in there and just mix it all up. So it's just giving just a basic route for the path to come through. A little bit more raw sienna. Now I can see there's a bit more on this side there, and just on this edge. A little bit of that and a little bit of this. And it's pretty dry now, the brush, because I just want it to come off pretty strong. Just, I don't want any washes now. I just want little bits of paint. Down there, like that, something like that. Just very subtle. And again, if you want to get your finger in there and just scuff it up and do whatever you want with it. If I mix these darks up again, and then this time, get back here, you see how dark this is going on there. So this area will be in shadow, so I want to get that nice and dark. And there's a few shadowy bits down at the base. Right, I'm going to get the rigger out now, I think. First I need to give it a quick dry. debate maybe to use the rigger or the hake actually. Let's try one with a hake first. I'm just going a bit of brown, bit of blue. And I'm going to pop a, have one, something like there, and then another one out there. One going over this way, something like that. Switch to the rigger brush. Pop a few little limbs on them. Little things growing up there. Now the other side, now the reason I was worried about that is they've come off a little bit straight. I'll show you what I mean. Now if I use the rigger brush on the right hand side, so now this time I can sort of wiggle it a bit and it just tends to look a bit more natural. Plenty of paint, you sort of wiggle it on the way up. That's hard to see because it's against those dark trees. Let's do another one. A little bit thinner, that one. Little twigs and branches coming off here. Just very, very light touch. And just do another one up here. That one's gone a bit wiggly. That's what I was looking for. Just do a thin one through there as well. Maybe another one up there. Still with the rigger on this side as well, I think. Just something like that. I might start putting some shadows in next, I think. So I'll just clean the brush, mix the three colours together, and just looking for sort of bluey, grey, shadowy mix. And it's a case of just getting just enough water in it so it remains transparent, so you can see the underpainting underneath. I don't want it to come out sort of opaque so you can't see what's underneath. So I'm just going to mix it all together like so. I'm just going to do a quick test on that. I think that'll be okay. I'll just do a quick sweep in that like that. Just mix these. That goes up there like that. Cut the shadowing off, lift it off like that. Quick dry before that goes everywhere. What I might do is just squeeze some of the water out of this brush. In fact, try and get most of it out. That's just a clean, dry brush. And if I just take a bit of the three colours, I'm just going to add a few little darks here and there. Right, I want to stick I'm wondering whether to use red. If I put a little bit of red, now I'm switching to a darker colour. Put a little dog on that side. Shadows from there. A little manly dog walking along me. And then if I just put a bit of dark on here and then just put a few little random lines here and there. So I'm just going a bit of brown, a bit of blue. It's a size 0 rigger. And then I'm just marking, just having a few little lines, such as maybe just marking. Oh, I should have done that before I put the shadow. I'm not going to put them over the shadow. I was going to mark the path out. Not to worry. Maybe a few like little fence posts there. And a few little shadows off each post. I think I'm pretty much one bird there, another one there. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think I'm just going to sign that in a corner and call that one finished. So let's stick a mount on it and see what it looks like. So here's our finished painting the mount. So you're going to have a closer look at it. So I started off very simple sky, and then just a bit of background detail, very faint, sort of blurs it off into the distance. Then put these two tree banks in, quite dark, so it contrasted nicely against the snow. A little bit of raw sienna, a few fence posts there, coming through into the foreground, these trees. Sometimes I put them in with a height. I always think they don't look quite as nice when you put them in with a height. They look a bit stiffer. Ones put in with a rigger brush just seem to be a bit looser, a bit more, I don't know what the right word is, a bit more authentic looking, I guess. And then little flicks of the rigger just to put all the twigs and the branches on. I did put I could have done it a little bit stronger actually, the path. It's very faint, could have done with a bit more strength in that, I think. And then I think helps bring it to life, you know, big strong foreground shadows. I generally try and do one big one in the foreground, and then a few little ones, just picking up for the individual trees, slightly further forward. Could have done maybe, I would have done some further forward, but I'd put these tree trunks in and it would have been awkward to paint shadows behind those and across there. As I say, it would have looked a little bit better if the path was put in a bit stronger. You can't see it beneath the shadows, but it is there and it sweeps up to our little man. The only little bit of red in the whole painting, just for a bit of contrast, and then shadows cast him and his dog, and then also use the posts just to do shadows from. So that's a simple little snow scene for you. I hope you enjoy that. Thanks always for watching, for your support. Do join me over on patreon.com/StephenCrone if you get the chance. All the books are on Amazon. You'll see all the links in the description. So until next time, keep practicing. If you've got any questions, please ask, and I'll see you again soon.